Hey everyone, welcome back to another Timbo Makes Stuff video. Today we're going to watch part 2 of my filament guide, the build and install. Last video we talked about getting the filament out of the dry box that I purchased up to the top of the printer and into the extruder. I looked on Thingiverse for some things that could possibly do this, and I found some parts, but I didn't really like what that design was, so I wanted to go ahead and make my own design. I made some measurements, drew out a sketch, went into my CAD program, and drew out a full part of this filament guide, and went ahead and 3D printed the parts to install onto, or to assemble and install onto my printer. And so without further ado, here is part 2 of this video. All right, here we are at the desk. Everything got printed off. Everything looks really good. These wheels turned out really good. All these little parts turned out really good. I kind of did some test fitting. They fit together really nice. The object itself does have some stringing. Despite my best efforts of dialing in the settings, and that could be due to a number of things, which I'll probably go into details on a different video. But what I'm going to do to get rid of that stringing is use a heat gun, and that pretty much just kind of melts it away. So here we go. All right. Now that we got the stringing removed, the next thing is to remove the supports. So since I did print it upside down, there were some overhangs that needed supports, and these hexagonal holes also needed supports. So I'm just going to try to remove these. Oh, looks like they pop out pretty darn easily with just my thumb. Oops, some more stringing there. Here's one in the center. I might need the help of a tool for. These are kind of difficult. There we go. All right, last one. There we go. And these ones in the middle. Oh, those are in there pretty good. Let's see what I got. I don't know if pliers will get in there. No. Maybe if I just give it a good hit with my hammer. Nope. Well, I'm going to pause the video and figure out how to remove these, and I'll be right back. All right, I got those removed, and the last one might need to pry out with a screwdriver. Careful not to mar up my design here. Yeah, there it is. Everything's removed. Get all this junk out of the way. I'm not going to glue this together. I figure the screw holes on this side and then the ones on this side, plus the tabs on the back and the slots on the printer will hold this pretty tight. Now I grabbed half of the old spool holder because I'm going to reuse this hardware. And I also grabbed another little screw that will hold the filament detector through on this little section right here. I'm just going to make sure that that fits. Oh, it's a little tight. But I'm able to thread it in. There we go. So we'll have to screw that in when we get over to the printer. Just going to test these out. Theoretically, they should be the same size, and they are not. That is a problem. I was told on the internet that these would fit. No, they do not. Let's see what we need to do to get them to fit. Let's unscrew these. All right, this bit is not big enough. What do I got here? Let's try this one. That one's too big. All right, I'm going to pause the video and try to find an Allen wrench that'll fit these. Okay, I've got an Allen wrench, and I'll unscrew these. Come on. Oh, I need my socket wrench, which is over here. All right, so let's see what happened here. It is about, I don't know, a millimeter too small. All right, I'm not going to reprint these, so I'm just going to sand and file this out, and I'm going to stop the video, and once that's done, we'll come back. All right, so it actually didn't take too long to get that file down, and I got one of them in, so I'm going to just file out the other one. We'll speed up the video here. About now. Oh, so close. Here we go. All right, there we go. All right, crisis averted. Okay, so now I'm going to put everything on these. Hopefully these screws fit. Ooh, another situation where they are a little too tight. But I'm able to thread that through. You know what? I'm going to file these holes too. There we go. That one goes through. All right. Here we go. Spins pretty well. Here's the nut. Make sure that's on straight. There we go. I went with the blue for the wheels to match the printer, and I think that contrasts with the orange pretty well. They say that, I don't know, there's a certain percentage of design. I'll look it up. Some of it, you know, there's form and then there's function, and you need a certain percentage of both in order to come up with a good design. So yeah, that spins pretty freely. I like that. All right, next one. All right, those are good. And this part, I think I'm going to glue in there just based on that. I don't know, the filament might, you know, it's probably not going to fall out, but just to be on the safe side. It's my Bob Smith Industries Specialty Maxi Cure glue. I really like this stuff. And going to spray with the Instaset to get this to pretty much bond immediately. All right. Oops. Okay. It's on there pretty good. Next is this. Okay. Sometimes I have to remind myself I'm not left-handed. All right. There you go. There you have it. Here it is. Just want to make sure I didn't lose this little screw. That's it. I'm gonna then take these two halves over to the printer. Make sure that, well, I'm pretty sure they'll fit. Cross my fingers. Yeah. Oh wait, I almost forgot. I got to put in the little tabs here for the LED light, which I should have done it to this one while I didn't have that on there. No, that'll make things a little difficult, but that's all right. I'll figure it out. This one will be easy. There we go. This one I'll do on the edge of my desk. I don't think you can see this. That's all right. Just talk amongst yourselves. There. Tabs are in. Looks good. All right. We'll meet you over at the printer. Okay, we're back over here at the printer, and the first thing we're going to do is go ahead and remove the top screws to the printer, because we will use those to mount the guide onto the printer. So I'll go ahead and speed up the video so you don't have to watch me unscrew these. All right, now we have the screws off. We'll go ahead and mount the filament guide onto the printer, and cross our fingers it fits. Looks pretty good. All right, we'll go ahead and put these screws back in. So if somebody wants to get me an early Christmas gift, it would be a set of metric Allen bits for a screwdriver or power drill or power screwdriver, and that would make me really happy. I've got a set of English or imperial, however, inches, but metric would really make me happy, because all these printers and devices that are made overseas are in metric nowadays. I don't want to get into the politics of different measurements of units of measurement, but that's just the way it is in our country. Okay, that's one. Okay, that's pretty good. All right, now we'll put the light on. Make sure that fits. All right, looks good. Okay, and now we'll put the filament runout sensor on. Now, just about every single one of these holes I had to file out just in order for these screws to fit. And again, that has to, pretty sure that has to do with the just the plastic either expanding or shrinking, or just, you know, it's not exactly how you measure it out. Like if you measure out something to print at a 1/4 of an inch, which is about 8-ish millimeters, maybe, I don't remember. Anyway, it's going to be just a little bit bigger. Yeah, but that looks pretty good. Now I've already loaded my filament into the dry box, so we'll just go ahead and guide that through the runout sensor. Whoops. It's a little springy. Looks good. And line it up with the wheels. And load it into the machine. So we gotta tell it that I'm putting new filament in it. All right, well, it's got to heat up a little bit, so I'll cut the video and we'll wait for it to heat up, and we'll load this. Okay, so we got the filament into the extruder. I'm just going to load it, and we'll make sure this works. All right, as you can see, it's feeding it through. It's going along the pulleys, the wheels here, through the filament detector. I think job well done. Looks like it's working. And then the last touch here is the light. Look at that. Voila. We got a nice filament guide from so it feeds filament from the side, along with an LED light mount that I designed, and I'm really satisfied with this. Now, if you like this video, make sure you hit subscribe, hit like, make any comments. If you have any questions, let me know. But job well done. I'll see you next time.